Hello, and welcome to Way Too Broad, a place where we usually talk about things we're really, really ridiculously excited about. But this week, we're just gonna pop into your feed and pop out again almost as quickly. This week, we really want to take a second to acknowledge everything that's going on in our country and leave some space for you to spend some time enjoying Black creators and Black voices. And we just wanted to pop in real quick to speak on that and give you some recommendations of what at least we're starting to check out in that realm. I'm Erin, and my other co-host today is Hannah. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Erin. Here we are to give recommendations to you of other things to listen to.
Isn't that novel for a podcast?
I will say, like, we were talking about this before we started, like, it's very genuine for us to call this our obsession this week, because all three of us have been really putting a focus on, you know, trying to learn and be, like, good anti-racist allies and stuff, and also just, like, put a focus on consuming work that Black people are making in all its different forms. So, yeah, should I start with my little recommendations for people?
Yeah, what you got?
On YouTube, I've been watching T1J. He really recently put out a video about riots and sort of the history of riots and his thoughts on them, which was really interesting. Also, I really like all of his backlog is really good. He's a great, like, analytical thinker. For Harriet is another one. She does a lot of, like, get ready with me type stuff where she just talks about current events. Like, a lot of it is, like, culture based, but she has recently talked about these current events of our times, and she's a Black woman. I've been, like, really trying to do a lot of listening to Black women especially, and like really hearing and seeing for myself the sort of pain and frustration they're experiencing. It's very evident with her and with Amanda Beebe, who is my other recommendation. They're both, like, very funny, excellent, like, people to watch in any situation, but also, like, they're talking about these things now.
Hey, do you know the history of For Harriet's handle on YouTube? Like, why her handle is that?
I don't. Her name is actually Kim, so I'm not sure where it came from. There's probably a video about it. It looks like there's an associated blog as well. But
oh, cool.
Yeah, she's got a lot of... She has a video about Lana Del Rey's recent comments. She's got all kinds of fun stuff up there, so...
Nice.
I like her a lot. In podcasts, Keep It did a really good episode this week. I don't usually listen to them, honestly, but I've been sort of, like I said, seeking out perspectives of Black people and what's going on, and they had a whole conversation about it. And Pod Save the People is another really good show on the same network that's completely led by African American people, and several of them were, like, really involved in the Ferguson protests as well. So they have a lot of interesting sort of long-range perspectives on all the stuff going on. So those are my recommendations when it comes to stuff you could go listen to right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Looking for that Pod Save the People one. Let's see. On my list, I have some Instagram folks who were influential to me this week. One is Janaya the Future, Janaya the Future. They're a gender fluid storyteller, writer, orator, activist. And they had a really powerful Instagram TV post. Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
I don't know.
On, it just says 5 days ago. I don't know what day that was. Anyway, it's in their feed.
Be like June 1st, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds right. And it's called "What White People Must Know: A Sermon on the Project of Whiteness," and it's really good. It's really good. It's like 40 minutes long, but it's a little slow to start because they're, like, waiting for folks to come on. But it's just magnificent. I really recommend it. I'm gonna something I'll revisit over and over again. Another just like great account I've started following is Amanda Seales, who's a actress comedian, and she's been doing a lot of good Instagram lives with folks having conversations. She's been jumping on her trampoline a lot. It's been quite a joy and to follow her. Another like Twitter, Instagram is Kim Creighton, who came on my radar through the tech scene, and she does a lot of anti-racist work for white people, like which is really truly a gift. And she's doing a an introduction to being an anti-racist event, like a conference. Is it all day? It doesn't have a time.
No, I think she just hasn't determined the time yet. There's like a note at the bottom of the event.
I gotcha. So it's June 27th. It's, hey, white folks, this is your chance to learn the basics of being an anti-racist while minimizing the potential harm for your whiteness has on others as you learn. So that's really important. It's $30. There's some homework to listen to the Seeing White podcast series by Scene on Radio, which I need to remember to do. But anyway, so those are mine. Just a little handful.
Anti-racist is, I think, a really important term to start using all the time. Mm-hmm. For a while, there was colorblind, and that's
no good.
That's no good. That's wrong.
Colorblind's out.
Colorblind's out. There was another one in between, and I can't remember it right now, but it's out, whatever it was. We're all also, trying to be anti-racist now.
I think Ally is out, too.
Ally, Ally's out.
Yeah, Ally's out. At the beginning of the podcast, you did say how to be an anti-racist ally, which made me think like an ally to the anti-racist.
Oh,
I know that's not what you meant.
That's not what I meant.
She meant full-blown anti-racist.
Yeah.
I think like accomplice is the new term.
Yes.
Or whatever.
I want to be an accomplice and an anti-racist. That's what I want.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what I want too.
So we just also wanted to make some things abundantly clear about where we stand as a group of podcasters on all these issues, if we haven't already, which we certainly haven't spoken on it enough, and we'll certainly speak on it more in the future. But we believe Black Lives Matter. We believe in defunding and abolishing the police. We believe trans lives matter. And
just that every human has inherent worth and it has a right to express their full humanity with life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yep. So we're going to be reading up on, again, like we were talking about, kind of consuming things on how to be anti-racist. We're also like reading together, the three of us and with some other people, some books. We're starting with one called So You Want to Talk About Race by Ijeoma Oluo, which Aaron and I have both started and are really enjoying. I think it's very worthwhile for anybody who wants to learn more about this. And I think maybe more importantly than the specific books that you start with, we're going to be making a concerted effort to just continue consuming this type of content and making our best effort to like learn from it and just be accomplices in the long term, not just while the protests are underway and all this stuff is trending.
Yep. And just a note about Ben's absence, he sends his regards, but he is tired. He was actually out protesting this afternoon, so. Oh
yeah, there's no schism. We're all in agreement on all these things.
Yeah, it's not like Ben was like, fuck this. No, he's in on it. He's in on it.
Yeah, he's going back out again tomorrow, so he's got to rest up.
I hope this podcast will see the direct results of that as we start to bring these sort of books as our regular obsessions, or these books and these medias. Something I can't recommend enough is inspired by Hannah, is to buy the PDF of a book that you want to read, especially because a lot of these books are out of print. It's actually very practical. A lot of these books are not out of print. They're back ordered because of the demand, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. So buy the PDF, print it at home.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I just did some, like, double-sided. I printed out only the section we're going to discuss for book club, so I have, like, a clear idea of, like, what... I think that was just accidental because you ran out of printer paper, Hannah. But, like, we're reading as far as, like, Hannah's printer could print.
Yeah.
But it's, like, double-sided. I can, like, write on it and highlight on it. It's large print. I can read it, like, propped up on my lap without using my hands. It's kind of a revolutionary thing for me, I gotta say.
Yeah, I can't recommend it enough either. It really increases the flexibility and decreases the guilt of marking up your book quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
It's maybe not the greenest thing, but we did both print it two-sided, so there's that.
Yeah, yeah. So get off our case, okay? Jeez.
That's right.
Anyway, I think that's about all from us.
Yeah.
That's our homework. Spend some time today. Spend like an hour and a half, because this podcast is normally pushing 1:45, 1:30. Spend the next hour and a half on our behalf, you know, maybe listening to something new from a Black voice.
Yes.
Bye. We love you.
Bye. We love you. The podcast candle is extinguished.
Bye. We love you. I forgot that we did.